Good morning students. In this video we are going to study about the instrument digital multimeter. We will study that what is the digital multimeter, its various parts, its block diagram, and in the last we will study the various applications of this digital multimeter. So let us start with our topic. The digital multimeter, or we can say that multimeter, it is a basic instrument which is found in any of the electronics and electrical laboratories. The multimeter, it is used for the measurement of AC and DC voltages, AC and DC currents, or a resistance, or we can say the use of the digital multimeter, it is an instrument. So digital multimeter, it is an instrument which is going to measure both the alternating voltages, direct voltages, AC and DC currents. It can also measure the resistance over a wide range. Now the digital multimeter, in this word, it consists of two terms, in digital and multimeter. Digital, the word digital means that it is the instrument, it is going to give us the output in the form of a digital, or it is going to give the output in the form of numbers or to the display to the output. Whereas the multimeter means that it is a metering device, it is going to measure something, and multi means various types of measurements it can be used. Okay, so the digital multimeter, it comes when we are combining these two terms. It means that its own device, it is an instrument which is going to measure various types, various parameters, one or more parameters it can measure, and it is going to give us the output of, or it is going to give the value of that parameter in the form of digital output, or in the LCD screen it is going to give us the output. Now if you want to see the block, how the digital multimeter looks like, then let's see the picture of the digital multimeter. This is a digital multimeter in which we are having the LCD display. On this LCD display, that is liquid crystal display, we are going to get the output of the multimeter on this digital multimeter. Then you are having the selectory rotate switch. So here we are on this panel, we are having the knob which is a selectory rotatory switch, because this multimeter, it can be used for the measurement of various parameters like voltage, current, and resistance. It can be used as a voltmeter, and it can be used as the ammeter, and it can be used as a ohm meter. Okay, so based upon our requirement, based upon the selection of that for measurement, we are going to use multimeter. We are having the selectory rotatory switch. Then we are having the DC voltage range, AC voltage range, represents like this. Okay, now this range for the resistance switch, in the ohms voltage, we will measure voltage will measured in ohms, current will measure in amperes, resistance will measure in ohms. So we are having the various ranges for the volts, amperes, and ohms. Then we are having the different knobs. Here we are having the positive jack and the negative jack. The positive jack is used for most of the measurement, and negative jack, it will be used as a common for the device. Then we are having the speaker symbol. Okay, and this is for the continuity test. So these are the different parts of the digital multimeter. Let us study these parts one by one in detail. So first part of the digital multimeter is the display screen. The digital multimeter is having a illuminated display screen, so for better visualization. Like if we are working in a dim light, so it will be easy for us to read the readings from the digital multimeter. So it is having the illuminated display screen for better visualization also. It is also gives us a first five digit numbers over a screen. From this 5-digit first value is for the sign. That means it is going to explain whether it is a positive or a negative value, and remaining 4 digits are used for the representation. Suppose we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, so first digit is used to explain the positive or negative value, and remaining 4 is used for, that is 2, 3, 4, 5 is used for the representation of numbers. This is purely for the sign value. It will explain whether the value output is in the form of a positive direction or the negative values. And this 2, 3, 4, 5 will vary. Each digit will contain 0 to 9. It may be a 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. And they will, each digit can consist 0 to 9. Okay, next part is the selection knob. The next part is the selection knob. So as I have told that multimeter, it is used for the measurement of various measurement like voltage, current and resistance. So to choose that which measurement we are doing, we are having the selection knob. So you can see the diagram. We are having the selectory rotatory switch. This switch can be rotated. Like for voltage measurement, we have to put in this position. For current measurement, we have to put another direction. For resistance, we have to put some other direction. So these are the selections for various types of selection for different measurements can be done. And the next important part of the multimeter is the port. You can see here that we are having the different ports. One is the positive jack and second one is the negative jack. So there are two ports, one for milliampere voltage and ohm port, because it is measuring the current, voltage and resistance. So current is measured in ampere. Here we are measuring it in a milliamperes. Voltage can measure in volts and resistance will measured in ohms. So this is the part in is the positive electrode or the positive the probe, or because in this multimeter we are having the two probes. One is the red probe and second is the black probe. So red probe it is used for the positive and black probe it is used for the common probe. Okay, so black probe is connected to the common port and red probe is connected to the milliampere volt ohm probe. Now in this multimeter you can also measure the amperes. To measure the ampere, we are having the 10 ampere port. So jack has to, so in this picture you can, here we are having a 10 ampere jack. So whenever we want to measure the large currents, we have to connect the probe into this jack. Now all the parts we are discussed here. Next we are having the continuity test also. So these are the different ports of the digital multimeter. Now let us come to the block diagram of the digital multimeter. So if you see the block diagram, you can see that block diagram because it is used for voltage, current and resistance measurement. So it will have the procedure for all these three types of measurements. So here we are having the input probes. One is the red probe, second one is the black probe. The red probe is treated as a positive and black probe it is connected to the common order negative. So positive, that is red probe. Then we are having the rotatory switch here. If you want to measure the voltage measurement, then we have to connect it to the ACV or DCV. ACV is for alternating current voltage, DCV is for the direct current voltage. Okay, and if you want to measure the current, then you have to connect either to the second switch or to the fifth switch. Second switch is for the alternating current, DC is for the direct current. And if you want to measure the resistance, then you have to connect it to the port 1. So 2 is for the ACV, that is alternating voltage. So first one is the resistance, second one is the alternating voltage, third one is the alternating current, and fourth one is the direct current, fifth one is the direct voltage. So 4 and 5 is for the direct current measurements. 2 and 3 is for the AC current measurements. 2 and 3 is for the AC current measurements. So rotatory switch or the selection knob, it is going to be different position for different measurement. Now here we have the constant current source. Constant current source and voltage is provided here. Because when we connect the probes, it will connected to the power supply and power supply will provide us a voltage value. So voltages from the constant current source here, so you can measure the resistance. It is going just applying the Ohm's law. Ohm's law is nothing but V is equal to IR, so R will be V is equal to IR. And R will be equals to the V by I R is R is equals to V by I. Then the amplifier is connected to it. Connected amplifier is going to amplify the signal and converted into a digital form, LCD screen. Then we want to measure the voltage. So again the voltage to be measured, here we are having the calibrated scale, calibrated attenuator. Then we are having the resistor rectifier circuit, because your DC voltages is given, so has to DC voltage has been converted into a AC value. So we are having the rectifier circuit. We are having the form here. We are getting the current to voltage converter, because from the current is away because from the current is available on the current is flowing in the circuit, we are having the convert into AC form. We are measuring the AC current. Okay, so your current to voltage converter it is there again rectifier circuit which is going to rectify the noise signal again to analog to digital converter, then analog to digital converter, then digital output. This is for the discrete DC measurement, that is the DC current and the DC voltage. So for the voltages we are using the attenuator, and for the current we are using the current to voltage converter. Okay, so in this block diagram of the digital multimeter. So now let's see that how we are describing the block diagram, that is function for the various elements. So current is converted into the voltage by passing through the low shunt resistor. So here we are having the current to voltage converter. Then if you want to convert the AC quantities into DC quantities, we are having the various rectifiers and the filtering circuits. You can see for the conversion into AC quantities into a DC quantities. Here we are having the rectifier circuit. So resistant measurement, they will consist of low current source which is provide as the current, and the input voltage is providing here. So we are getting the value of the resistance. So this is the description of various function blocks. That's why we are using the rectifier circuit and the analog to digital converter for the purpose of using them. Now let's see that what are the various applications of the digital multimeters. As I said that this multimeter, it is used for the measurement of AC and DC currents, AC and DC voltages and resistance. So let us see that how the voltages and currents and resistance, they are measured with it. First we will see the measurement of the voltage. So the digital multimeter, it is used to measure the AC voltage as well as DC voltage. So the digital multimeter, it can be measured the AC voltage as well as the DC voltage also. So when we are measuring the AC voltage, the input voltage, which is direct voltage, it is going to fed to the calculated, compensated, attenuated, then it is going to precision full wave rectifier, which is going to convert the DC voltage into a AC voltage, and then it passes through the ripple reduction filter, which is going to filter the signals. The ripples will be removed from it, and you can see here we are having the ACV, that is for AC voltage measurement. First we are passing the DC voltage from the calibrated attenuator, which is going to add in weight in signal, then rectifier, which is going to convert into a AC to DC. DC voltage is converted into AC voltage. Now this is the AC voltage, it is having the analog form. So analog form will be converted into digital form by using the analog to digital converter, and the digital output is displayed over the screen. So for the measurement of the AC voltage, the circuit is used in the attenuator, then the full wave rectifier, and for ripple reduction filter, and an A to D converter. So this is how measurement of the voltage is done for the measurement of voltage. And next, the measurement of currents. So for the current measurement, the voltage drop across the internal calibrated shunt is known to us to means the resistance value. It is known, and also we are measuring the voltage drop across it. So current is measured directly by the A to D converter, and it is in the DC current mode. If you want to measure the DC current, then directly we can use the Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. So current will be equals to V by R. Okay, so if a voltage drop we have measured across that shunt, and shunt value is also known to as DC current, so can directly measure. So if you want to measure the AC current, then AC to DC conversion is the AC current can be calculated. So in the block diagram you can see that we are measuring the direct current. So here the circuit we will have the current to voltage converter, means we are using the voltage, we are using the value of the shunt, and we are directly calculating the value of the current by. But when we are measuring the AC current, we have to pass it through the rectifier circuit. So rectifier is going to convert the DC current into a AC current. So the value of that AC current will be discretized by using the A to D converter. Then we have the digital output on the display screen. Okay, next we are going for the measurement of the resistance. So again, resistance measurement is again going to measure by using the Ohm's law, is that V is equal to IR. So R will be equal to V by I. So we want the value of the voltage and the current, so that resistance we want to measure, it will be connected with the digital multimeter, and digital multimeter is going to measure the voltage across this externally connected resistance, and this voltage is due to the current which is given the calibrated current source. So you can see here that in the diagram we are having the constant current source. Constant current source is providing here. So we are going to measure the resistance by dividing the constant current source. So here we are going to divide these two values, analog value, and then analog value of the resistance will be converted into a digital value, and we will get the value of the resistance on the screen. So this is how digital multimeter it is used for the various applications for the measurement of AC and DC currents, AC and DC voltages, and for the resistance. So in this video we studied that what is the multimeter, what are the various parts of the digital multimeter, and we studied the block diagram of the digital multimeter, and then we studied the various applications and various measurements done by the digital multimeter. So I hope this topic digital multimeter it is now understand to you. Thank you.